Hello, Hollywood. Welcome to this morning's Walk of Fame ceremony. I would like to give a shout out to our fans watching our live stream presented by our media partner, Variety. I'm Rana Gadban, President and CEO of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, which is presenting this program. For today's Walk of Fame ceremony, we are honoring a very talented actress. Can we please give a round of applause so we can get started for our honoree? Today, we are honoring a very talented actress, an actress who has died in Hugh Jackman's arms, yelled at by Meryl Streep, and pulled a heist with Kate Blanchett. Her amazing, versatile, and memorable work has entertained millions and has inspired countless young actresses. Today, Hollywood honors Anne Hathaway with the 2663rd star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. But before we invite her up to the stage, first, let me tell you about our honoree. Anne was born in the great state of New Jersey. She first gained Hollywood's attention for her performance in the television series Get Real. As an actress, Anne studied at the Paper Mill Playhouse in New Jersey, Barrow Group in New York City, and NYU's collaborative arts project called CAP 21, where she got top quality musical theater training. In 2012, Anne starred as Fantine in the motion picture musical phenomenon Les Misérables. Her remarkable performance in this epic film garnered her an Academy Award, a Golden Globe Award, a Screen Actors Guild Award, and a BAFTA Award for Best Supporting Actress. In 2008, Anne was nominated for an Academy Award, Golden Globe Award, and a Screen Actors Guild Award for her moving performance in the critically acclaimed film, Rachel Getting Married. Her many additional film credits include The Princess Diaries, Diaries, I'm sorry, that's my French accent, forgive me. The Devil Wears Prada, Brokeback Mountain, Ocean's 8, The Dark Knight Rises, Interstellar, Alice in Wonderland, Bride Wars, One Day, Ella Enchanted, Serenity, and many, many more. Anne will next be seen opposite Rebel Wilson in the MGM film The Hustle, which premieres nationwide tomorrow. And let me tell you guys, it's a great movie. Additionally, Anne will be seen starring opposite Ben Affleck and Willem Dafoe in a film directed by Dee Rees called The Last Thing He Wanted, which is set to premiere on Netflix in 2019. And Anne is also set to star in the upcoming motion picture musical, The Sesame Street movie, which is scheduled to begin shooting this summer. In addition to her spectacular performances as an actress, Anne is also a kind and generous human being. In 2016, she was appointed as United Nations Women's Global Ambassador, where she works to foster positive mindset and particular arrangements around workplaces that build and support equality for women. She also serves on the advisory board for Lollipop Theater Network, which is an organization that screens films in hospitals for pediatric patients who suffer from life-threatening illnesses. Anne also began working at the Nike Foundation's Girl Effect, which is a media and mobile tech initiatives that empower young girls around the globe. We can give her a round of applause for that. And now, please help me welcome to the stage our honoree, Anne Hathaway. But before we hear from Anne today, we have two guest speakers who would like to say a few kind words about our honoree. Our first speaker is an award-winning writer and director. In 2018, she became the first Black woman nominated for an Oscar in the Best Adapted Screenplay category for her highly acclaimed film, Mudbound. Can we give her a round of applause? Her other films include Bessie and Pariah. Her next film, a 1980s political thriller, The Last Thing He Wanted, starring our honoree, Anne Hathaway, and a great ensemble cast. Please welcome Dee Rees.
The whole time? I don't know. Oh my God. Do you want to sit down?
I think I'm just going to stand over here for a minute. You guys got the shot. But let's get the shot. Let's get the shot. Okay, and now I'm going to...
So, currency is what it takes to get films made. I'm not talking about the kind that gets parceled out in commas and zeros and painfully over-described in complex, sub-parted, multi-paragraph deal memo and legalese. I'm talking about the kind that's intellectual currency, that immeasurable gain when one artist invests in another. I'm talking about emotional currency that's required to build trust when a village of artists embark together on the challenging unknown of storytelling. And most of all, I'm talking about the social and political currency that immediately gets transmuted into yes and can do when a bona fide, triple threat, A-list actress decides to invest her considerable reputation and hard-fought artistic pedigree to support a filmmaker she believes in. I'm talking about Anne Hathaway. Anne's body of work reminds us that nothing is lost when everything is dared. From Rachel getting married to Les Miserables, her brave choices illustrate that equal parts whimsy and vulnerability remain the key to creative freedom. And through her upcoming work, she boldly demonstrates the power and possibility of how one actress's commitment can change the landscape of which films get made and who gets to make them. I remember when we first met at the Chateau a little over a year ago. I got there a half hour early. I was prepared. I was prepared to haggle with the hostess over the perfect table, something that was nice but not too presentational, something that was private but not too shadow cornery. And I was prepared for Anne to show up in giant dark sunglasses, flanked by beefy crew cut guys and a nervous publicist. And I was prepared to smile politely as she ordered something movie starish like room temperature kombucha tea with 3 diagonally torn mint leaves and precisely 1/2 ice cube. But what I was not prepared was for the unaffected, actual human being who showed up instead. Her big warm smile, her big warm hug, and the genuine welcome in her voice as she said, "Hi, I'm Annie, call me Annie." And I was so stunned by her friendliness, I think I still called her by her entire first and last name for the rest of the conversation. Like, "Nice to meet you, Anne Hathaway. Could you please pass the ketchup, Anne Hathaway?" But over the course of a very intense production and prep period, physically demanding shoot, I very quickly discovered that that warmth and that openness were very real. And perhaps most real was the indisputable truth that in a moment where women across our industry were organizing to bring a reckoning and vowing to disrupt the status quo, Annie quietly took the power that she already had, her currency, and invested it in another woman, empowering me to get a story told. And by doing so, empowered a crew full of many other talented women to practice their craft. That's currency. So I could tell you more stories, but suffice it to say that Annie's active investment in creating meaningful and inclusive artistic spaces is evident in so many different parts of her being. She's a true empath, an upfront and connecting spirit, a committed and deserving artist. And that's why I'm so glad and so proud she's being honored here today on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It's a little bit of terrazzo, it's a little bit of brass, but it's a whole lot of love. So congratulations, Annie, brava.
Thank you so much. Before we introduce our next speaker, we have a few celebrities in the audience who are here today supporting Anne. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for the Hustle co-star, Rebel Wilson. And the Hustle director, Chris Addison. We really couldn't do the work we do at the Chamber without our board of directors, so I'd like to give a special acknowledgement to Dwayne Gather, our Senior Vice Chair of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, and Jeff Zernam, the Chair of our Hollywood Chamber of Commerce Foundation. And now I'd like to introduce our next speaker. Our next speaker is an amazing actress, writer, rapper, and musician from Queens, New York. She combines her impressive range of talent with her very special signature flair and has become a major breakout performer. She can most recently be seen on the big screen in Warner Brothers' hit film, Crazy Rich Asians. Additionally, last year, Awkwafina was seen in the box office hit movie Ocean's 8, which featured our esteemed honoree Anne Hathaway and a great ensemble cast. Please welcome to the stage Awkwafina.
Yeah, you can stand here awkwardly. Just be awkward, yeah.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Oh, good. Awesome. Okay. Hey, I heard a lot of commotion going on in that area. Yeah, hell yeah. Yes. Anyone drop a contact or something? If anyone yells over there, just tell them to shush, all right? I love you guys. So I'm here today to celebrate this amazing human being, Anne Hathaway. I met Annie at a pre-shoot cast party for Ocean's 8, and okay, they're going. And I at the time didn't understand why I was cast in Ocean's 8. My agent was very confused. I was as well. I showed up. It was my first time to meet all of these ladies, and I was so nervous I had sweat on my nose and my upper lip. I was acting awkward. I was offering people hors d'oeuvres. It was a very nerve-wracking experience. But what I came to find was that they embraced me so warmly, and I was so blown away by that. And when I met Annie, I was especially nervous to meet Annie because I think I speak for my generation when I say that we grew up with Annie. We were awkward. Thank you. He's going. You're good, officer. He's going. We were the awkward teen with Annie. We didn't inherit Geneva, but that's different. But we were the young professional at her first high pressure job. And we were also the rebel in my favorite Anne Hathaway movie, Havoc. Check it out. It's a great movie. Annie is lit in it. And then Annie just kind of went on to have this career that just set this standard that literally no one, it's like this standard, I will never reach the Anne Hathaway standard. She's truly a legend. When I met her, she gave me a big ol' hug. We sat down and we talked about Burning Man. I found out she goes to Burning Man, and I was like, okay, so that's what's going on there. She loves Burning Man. She plays the trumpet. She has an encyclopedic knowledge of show tunes. If you give her one song, the last song in the second act of Kiss Me Kate, she will know that song from beginning to end. But Annie, when I've called Annie a sister before, because that's what she is. There are certain things about Annie, aside from her incredible accomplishments. There is a good person, a person that brings joy, a fighter, a listener, and she fights selflessly for so many people. So I think when we talk about heroes and we talk about young girls coming into this industry looking for heroes, to be honored, to have you being honored today, Annie, it's an honor for me because I've idolized you my whole life. And it's an honor for all the young girls that you've taught to be better people. So congratulations, and you really deserve this.
Thank you so much, Awkwafina, for being here today and for your kind words. And now, I would like to introduce and welcome to the stage a friend of the Walk of Fame, our Los Angeles City Council member, Mitchell Farrell.
Thank you so much, Rana. I want to start by thanking the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce for providing this wonderful environment for fans across the world who now always know where to find Anne Hathaway. Right? The Walk of Fame is like no other, and the Chamber, what they do, and the way you invest in Hollywood has so many benefits, in addition to highlighting incredible people like Anne Hathaway. Are there any Anne Hathaway fans here today? Come on! So some of the quality statements about Anne Hathaway, the individual. She's an actor who fights for LGBT equality. She fights for empowering women in the developing world. She fights for equality and against injustices in the entertainment industry. Now, some adjectives that I have for Anne Hathaway, the great actor and performer. Let's talk about her winning personality. She's unguarded, vulnerable, accessible, approachable, funny, delightful. She has a winning personality, and as much as anyone else who has ever graced the screen, her authentic and winning personality shines through like no other. And I think that accessibility to her emotions and her inner life translate across the screen and what makes her such a great communicator through the roles that she chooses as an actor. How about a big round of applause for the talent of Anne Hathaway? It is for her remarkable career and her remarkability as an individual and as a great actor and a star of the screen that we honor on this day Anne Hathaway. Congratulations.
Thank you to the City of Los Angeles and to our council member, Mitchell Farrell, for their support of the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And now, on behalf of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, we now declare today Anne Hathaway Day in Hollywood. So it's now the time that you've all been waiting for. It's time to hear from our honoree. So ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Mia Mignonette Grimaldi, Thermopolis III, Princess of Genovia, Anne Hathaway. All right.
Thanks. Oh my gosh. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh my gosh. This is the wrong day to be jet lagged. To be fair, this was always going to feel like a hallucination, but I'm just going to go with that it is real. Hi, everybody. I'm Anne Hathaway. And let's be honest, the speech is going to be earnest and overlong. Like a week or so ago, I gave an interview with a trade publication, and they asked me, how do you feel about this? And I went deep and I spoke from my heart, and I said, confused. And then it occurred to me that was a terrible answer, and that I should probably do a little bit better. So I'm like, no, come on, really think about this, go deeper. And in thinking more deeply, I started to think about the land that goes underneath the star, that the land that's beneath all of these stars, and how it was cared and kept for millennia, more than millennia, by the Tongva people, which are the indigenous people who are the original inhabitants of Southern California. And I think it's important to mention that they still live here today. So the soul and the spirit that runs through the earth beneath us originates with and continues to be kept by them today. So I would like to begin by thanking the Tongva people and by acknowledging that they are the rightful keepers of the land that this star is on. This star, which has my name on it, is not mine. I do not own it. The District of Hollywood does not own it. The City of Los Angeles does not own it, any more than you can own a tree. This star is just a piece of space on the earth, which is shared by everyone and belongs to no one. Like a tree, it's our turn to care for it for now, for a while. So what really makes me excited about this is thinking about it as a shared thing. It makes me so excited that this star can be a space where my incredible fans, who are the reason that this piece of land has been named for me, can pour their own loving, vibrant spirit. This is a spot that has meaning to me because of you. You are why I'm standing here. You have shown up for me again and again and again for the last 20 years. And let's be honest, not every film was good. But you showed up.
I love Havoc.
I know you love Havoc, Nora, I know. You have been generous and loyal and sweet and loving, and this star reflects your light. Thank you so much. So much of success is due to the people. Oh, thanks, honey. That's just got a tickle. So much of success is due to the people who believe in you. In my case, these are people who met me when I was very young, and these are people who not for 1 second thought it was inappropriate for a young girl to have ambition. People who fostered both the ambition and the girl, who even before I knew who I was, never pushed me to be like anyone other than myself, and waited patiently, supportively, steadfastly while the late bloomer blossomed. Thank you to Susan Bymel, my manager and treasured friend since I was 16. Thank you. Thank you to Jason Sloan, my lawyer and favorite vacation rental by owner landlord. Thank you to Stephen Huvain, my publicist, who keeps me scandal-free. Mainly. How am I doing this week, Stephen? You okay? Good. And thank you to Josh Lieberman, Maha Dakil, Mick Sullivan, Brian Lord, and Joe Mahota, my wonderful, ferocious, longtime agents at CAA. Jonathan Demme believed in me as a person and as an artist. Jonathan Demme was the first artist I didn't have to convince that I was more than the girl from the Princess Diaries. Somehow he believed in me as an artist because of the Princess Diaries. And Joe's, I think JD probably saw the Princess Diaries because of you, so thank you very much. During his time here, Jonathan left his mark all over film and all over the world. I see him in the best of every moment. His humanity, creativity, imagination, and integrity were instrumental in leading me to my own. He was my most beloved teacher, and I miss him every day. So thank you, Jonathan Demme. And he would have loved Dee Rees and Awkwafina. Oh my gosh, you guys, he would have loved you. He would have really been obsessed with you. So thank you so much for showing up today. Thank you for what you said. Nora, I am ready for our trumpet duet. Anytime. Okay, cool. And Dee, oh my God, I'm just ready to follow you anywhere. I'm, what a force you are. What a voice you have. What greatness you possess that we are just beginning to glimpse. And I cannot express to you what it means to me that you see me as someone that has worth. Thank you so much. I am so honored that you're both here today for me. Thank you. Before I go, I want to shout out to my team on The Hustle, which opens this Friday. I hope you all see it. So thank you to United Artists. Thank you to MGM. Thank you to my amazing partner in literal crime, Rebel Wilson. Thank you to Chris Addison, our director, Jack Shaper, our writer, and the original voice of Josephine. And thank you to my dialect coach, Joan Washington, who finally wrestled a decent British accent out of me. And who also allowed a terrible Australian one, but for comedy. And so thank you very much to everyone involved with this film. Now, I have saved the best for last. Mom, Dad, Adam Schulman, my husband and the internet's favorite William Shakespeare lookalike. Look, Anne Hathaway won both times, I'm just saying it. The gift of being the focus and recipient of your tremendous and enlightened love is, along with motherhood, the most important and profound part of my very blessed life. I am able to walk through this world as I do because you make me feel safe, held, seen, and adored. I love you. Thank you so much. I could go on thanking people forever. Gary Marshall, Meredith Chevry, Soko 9, Valentino, Ang Lee, Jacob Brooks Harris, Christopher Nolan, the Barrow Group, Tom Hooper, Mark and Jackie Schulman. But sun damage is real even when it's overcast. Wear your sunscreen. So thank you very much. Thank you to the Chamber of Commerce. Thank you to everyone. Have a beautiful day.
And now it's time to unveil the star for our star today. Let's cheer again and help us celebrate. And let's hear it again for Anne Hathaway. We proudly welcome to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Anne Hathaway.
Okay, everybody straight ahead. Straight ahead, Andy. To your right, ladies to your right. Ladies to your right. Ladies to your right a bit. Just turn around this way. Okay, look straight ahead, ladies. Ladies to your right.
Ladies, far left. Far left, ladies.
Got it. Nailed it. I know. No, we gotta do what we gotta do, right? And we gotta do a handstand. Let's go on the right.
Hand on your right. Hand to the right again. Hand to your right. To your right. I thought laying down on Hollywood could be a little more day class today. Hand to your right. Hand to your right.
And to your right.
And to your right. In the corner. All the way in the corner.
And far left for us. Far left.
And to your right.
To the right. And right here in the corner. And right here. Thank you.
One more straight ahead.
Look up and look up in the corner.
And in the corner.
And right here. And this way here.
One standing.
And guys, in the corner right here. Right in the corner.
Straight ahead. Straight ahead. Straight ahead.
And in the corner.
Guys, in the corner.
Guys, in the corner on the right. On your right.
Guys, straight ahead.
Don't look this way.
Left corner, please.
Guys, in the corner, guys.
Guys, right here.
Everyone right here.
And when you get the chance, right here.
Did you guys finish standing?
No.
Come in the middle.
And right here. In the corner.
And right down here, straight ahead.
Yeah, down here, please. And right in front of you.
And right here. And this Hathaway, straight ahead.
And far left.
And to your right.
To your right.
And in the corner. What was your husband? Okay. You and your husband? Yes.
Okay, folks, let's start out straight ahead. Go straight ahead first.
And in the corner. On the right. Together to the right. Everyone to your right, please, in the corner. And
In the middle.
in the middle, guys.
Here you go.
And when you get the chance, right here, please. Thank you.
Guys in the corner on the right. Adam. Adam. Adam, and in the corner.
Mrs. Schulman.
dad's got his
Camera's right here.
Your mother's got. Is he gonna go to Yosemite? He's never seen it. No.
Guys, we're done.